Hey guys and girls, Lost Vegan here today with a new Runescape video. Today I'm going to be talking about my Ironman, my goals for Runescape, and just how I've been feeling about the game a little bit. This is my first video of 2026, and I thought it would be a good time to show you all my latest stat update, which, for those of you who don't know, I have been grinding 99 Slayer in 2025, and I was able to achieve that goal with a lot of Hydra tasks. I have one right now, in fact, but check out the Hydra kill count, 3,130. Not all Hydra tasks were completed at this year, 2025. A lot of them have been over the past 2 or 3 years. And unfortunately, I'm still dry on Hydra's Claw. And in 2025, I really tried to grind my way out of that by going from about 2,000 kills to about 3,000 kills. I'm spitballing the numbers, but roughly speaking. And, I just felt like, oh, surely if I go 1,000 more kills, I'm definitely going to have the Fang now, right? Wrong. And so I did this big grind in 2025, and I feel like it didn't really super pay off. So in 2026, I'm going to be playing the game for more fun, more enjoyment. But for me, as an Ironman and a group Ironman, I used to play an Ironman account. Right now I'm in a group Ironman. Actually, not a hardcore. I just like this helmet. So I'm actually a unranked group Ironman. But I'm using the plugin for Ironman helmets or whatever it is. Ironman. Fake Ironman icon. Look. Ta-da! I'm actually a green helm. But I consider myself a cool green helm, aka a red helm. But I'm actually a green helm. Which means, we've had a group Ironman and people have left and joined, thus not being prestige, but that is okay. Usually when I'm playing the game, I'm running around with Entity Hider on. And there's look, a player on my map here, but I actually can't see him in the game. That's just because I have a lot of plugins where I'm kind of playing the game solo to some extent. If you're not on my friends list, I'm not going to see you in the game, but that makes it more fun when I do see my friends from my friends list. And, just mining some volcanic ash for ultra compost. And that brings me to one of my current grinds right now. Currently, with my current stats, I'm a very goal-oriented person, so if I have a goal, it keeps me focused on that target, so to speak, and it makes me enjoy the game a little bit more. In 2025, I found after I got 99 Slayer, and I wasn't able to get the Hydra unique that I was camping for, I was kind of burning out of the game, took a break for a few months, especially around Christmas I wasn't playing, but that's normal for me to take breaks from the game. And I came back, and I got the Araxor task, and I got a unique from Araxor, which is pretty cool. In this log, I'll show you. I got 4 Araxor heads, which is amazing. I love Araxor heads, because actually, not only did I get 4 in this one task, I actually have 7 total. 7 total, so that's a lot of Araxor heads, but I only have less than 1,000. Yeah, I only have a couple tasks worth of Araxors, but I have extended Araxites. And one of the things that I had to do to be able to kill Araxor was grind my Herblore, which is a group Ironman, is not the easiest thing to do. But fortunately for me, because I had been grinding Hydra, or alchemical Hydra for 3 years, I was able to have a fat as fuck cash stack. Talking about let me just show you what kind of money Hydra makes. Check this out. Total value 343 mil, but I want to point out that there's 700 KC missing. That's because I did some on my laptop. And this is my desktop where I did most of my kills. So I would just show you this one, but there's actually more. And it's because, like, you know, I would go on trips and stuff and still do some kill count while I'm on trips. I'm cool. I play RuneScape on vacation, yeah. But if you look at this log, a lot of this is just like alchables, like all the rune items, dragon items, you know, and especially these Onyx Bolts E. That's a great alchable from Hydra, as well as a fuck shit ton of blood runes, which I just have kept. I was tempted at one point to sell some so I could have more just spending money for 99 construction, which is one of my goals, but I'm not actively pursuing it right now as I don't have all the planks made. But I have a lot of goals, and I'll get into construction, I'm sure, in another minute. But from Hydra, I was able to fund all of my miscellanea and also 93 plus construction, and also just have a bunch of money to do whatever the fuck I wanted, which let me, like, buy a whole bunch of runes and just, like, barrage the fuck out of every Slayer task that I got. And so when I was grinding for 99 Slayer, I'm, like, buying a lot of runes and extending all of my barrage tasks and doing, like, Abyssal Demons and Smoke Devils and Dust Devils and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But it was all for 99 Slayer. And once I got 99 Slayer, I was like, okay, I have 99 Slayer now, what do I do? And I just kind of tried to get the unique from Hydra, failed to get this. Fortunately, you know, I didn't get the claw, right? But I did get lots of Hydra leather. I did get lots of dragon stuff. I got 2 jar of chemicals. I got the pet, and I got pretty much everything else that I'll ever need, including 10 heads. The heads is the most insulting part. To have 10 fucking Hydra heads is like a kick in the dick. But, you know, Jagex loves kicking my dick. So it's really fitting if you think about it. And it's really fitting that I have 7 fucking Araxar heads too. But, yeah. I don't know. I have a fucking Hydra task right now, like I said. But it is, one of those things where I feel like, it's kind of a waste of my time now. I pretty much see it as like, you know, I could be doing Hydra, but what if I could be doing raids instead? So, instead of doing Hydra and doing more like endless fucking Hydra grind, I took a break from that. I can swap tasks out, so that's what I was doing, and I swapped out, and on my secondary task I was just trying to get, well, some points, honestly, because I spent so many points like skipping, trying to get certain tasks, that I kind of have to rebuild my Slayer points stack a little bit. And also that new cosmetic of Hooded Slayer Helm just came out for 1,000, so I'm like trying to rebuild block lists and also get that cosmetic, even though I have obviously I have a Hydra Slayer Helm. But I think it's cool anyways that you could be having a Hooded Slayer Helm, and yeah, I like the design of that. I'm 99 Slayer. I know it's like a puff piece, but I think it's nice to show off. So I might buy that cosmetic, even though, you know, I don't really have another black mask or bank space for a second Slayer Helm, but whatever. The other thing someone else is doing in the world, let me just hop again. Let me see about my birdhouses. Okay, so while I was here just mining some volcanic ash, I am trying to get this for farming, and while I was here I decided to do some birdhouses. If you look at my hunter level, you might notice I don't do that many fucking birdhouses, and I just think it's stupid to have to do an hourly task that takes me away from my Slayer task, where I can make shitfuck tons of money and get shitfuck tons of Slayer XP. What is the point in me dropping all that and coming to do a goddamn birdhouse run? But I know people swear by them, but I swear by not doing them. Fuck them, honestly. But as a result, you might say, oh, you're only 77 hunter, but you could have been like 90. I don't care. I don't care. If I was doing stupid ass birdhouse runs every hour of every day forever, I would not be 99 Slayer. I wouldn't even be close. So it's about prioritizing things. And because of everything I just said, you might imagine I also don't train a lot of farming, and that's true. But I currently have a goal to get 80 farming so that I can get the elite what is it? Corindon Kibos fucking diary done, that one. Which I'm kind of boostable on everything but cooking, but I have raws in the bank. And I can like boost the rune crafting, I think it's 77, boost that, and boost whatever else it is, but I'm pretty close. And so all I need really is 80, and then I can plus 5 boost because the requirement is 85. I love to boost skills that I don't want to trade. So, yeah, fuck it. I don't see a point in actually trading those 5 levels. But I'm in a group Ironman. Oh. What? How did I lose? How did I lose a magic log? What happened? Anyways, I don't know what happened. I wasn't paying attention. But this is what I mean. Fuck birdhouses. I made a mistake? No. You all made a mistake. Fuck birdhouses. That's what my fucking mistake. Anyways, at least this one's nearer to a bank. But yeah, I'm pretty much good on this volcanic ash too. But let's see, magic logs, and then yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Anyways, I'm mining volcanic ash so I can have ultra compost, so I can do farming. But because I'm in a group Ironman, I have a dedicated farmer in my group, and it ain't me. You know what that means? While I've been grinding 99 Slayer, every single tree seed and herb seed and every seed in the imaginable, conceivable universe has gone to my group Ironman partner and girlfriend, Love Dick. And she has grinded out 99 farming. And that is how I'm able to upkeep my herbs in Slayer. So it's like a cycle, right? I need prayer potions, I need super combats, I need, Ranars, I need prayer pots, I need super restores. But I ain't gonna do my fucking farming tasks because it takes me away from Slayer. So, my beautiful partner and, really caring teammate, Lovedik, is able to be the yin to my yang, and we've kind of taken opposite skills to focus on and complementary skills. For example, she has 99 woodcutting, she has 99 farming, she has 99 cooking, right? And she almost has 99 fletching, she almost has 99 crafting, things like this. And if you look at my stats on some of those, I got pretty low stats on some of those. And there's things that I have that are complementary to her, like I have 99 Slayer that's able to provide several uniques, such as a whip or such as Zenites and just shit like that she's not actually going to be able to get on her own. Granted, she could get a whip now that she's 85, but we both kind of work on things together, and that makes us a good team. Also, I have the herblore level of the group, so even though she grows the herbs, I'm making them into potions. I'm feeding potions into her account so she can do Slayer. I'm feeding her certain potions that she might need for certain combat things, like Hispori. She doesn't do that much combat, to be honest. Look at her combat stats. Like mid 80, 80, 70. But ranged is up there though, 96. And, she doesn't even care about her combat stats or even I've been like, hey, do you want me to AFK, weapons on your computer? Because we live together and I could do that. And she's like, no. It's all good. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Anyways. Okay. I'm gonna do a little bit more mining while I'm talking, and then I will be done here. But this is going to my farming ultra compost. I need 80. I have all my trees planted and all my fruit trees planted, including talquats, including hardwood trees. Granted, I don't have access to the hard section of the farming guild on this account, so I can't do like a redwood or any shit like that. But I'd say pretty good for a guy who hates farming. And my goal is, I could sit there and grind, herb lore runs every level, herb runs every hour, I mean. However, I feel like for my own sake, and also what's good for the group, is if I can just quickly get this 80 level and then be on my way. So I'm going to use our best tree seeds, which right now is you, because she got to use all the magics to get to 99. But I'm using our best seeds that we have right now, and I can use. But I'm not going to go out there and start like doing a whole bunch of Lantadine runs when I could just do trees like once a day. So I think about like what you're doing and what's better like overall with your resources as an Ironman, and I think kind of like planning and using your resources smartly is a good thing that you can try and do, like maximize your resources basically. And so there's like this question of, let's say I need, hypothetically, I need super restores, right? And I can farm them and she can farm them. I have the same level. Well, is it better for me to use that resource on my account as somebody who doesn't have 99 farming, doesn't have a whole bunch of Hespori seeds that can boost yield or can guarantee they won't get or decrease the likeliness of them getting disease? Also, you have to factor in that 99 farming cape increases your yield, similar to magic secateurs, and a lot of these things, like herbs, scale the amount of herbs you get with your farming level. So if I plant a Ranar and she plants a Ranar, she's going to get more because she's higher level. She's going to get more because she has farming cape. And over an extended period of time, she's going to have more herbs in the bank, and I'll have less herbs in the bank due to me losing more to disease, and she will not lose as many to disease because she has Hespori buffs from doing Hespori, and I don't. So just think about, where it's best to allocate these resources. And, I would say that there's a strong argument for, if we're just trying to maximize herbs for the sake of herb lore or for the sake of getting a specific potion that might be required, it's possibly, beneficial for the group to have her do the herb runs, and for me to not grow any herbs at all. It's maybe better for me just to do stupid tree runs. Also, it's easy for me to make this argument because, again, I hate farming and I hate doing herb runs. But trees, I can live with. Trees is like just often enough that it feels like it won't kill me to do this like once a day or whatever. But let's see, when are the trees going to be done? Today at 10:36. Okay, 11:16. Okay. Ooh. So, also, what are my goals for 2026 on my account? Well, when I have a goal, I'm able to focus on it. And there's lots of ways I could go. Let me show you some of the ways I could go based on this plugin called Banked XP. Some of you guys might be familiar with this. I was just plugging in, possibly using the degrind spell here, because I am a fool who has been what's the word? Cleaning these herbs by hand. So I forgot that there's such a thing as a degrime spell. I guess someone else is mining these. I'm gonna hop because I have fucking entity hider on and I can't see shit. I just see the fucking rocks despawning in front of my goddamn eyes. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so I have 98 herb banked is the bottom line, and we're damn close to 99. My miscellaneous throne is full, and so is my girlfriend's. There's like 7 mil in each of them. You know, we ballin' in there. I have to just throw the cash in there, because why not? I also have the funds for 99 construction, and you'll have to take my word for this, but the rest of the planks are on Lubdick's account, but I actually have 99 construction banked. A lot of it, though, is in teaks, and this would be mythical Cape Rack and mahoganies, not mahogany homes. So if you put our stacks together, you would see we have enough planks for, or logs, I should say, for 99 construction, but they're not all in plank form, and that is something that, you know, we're going to work on as a group at some point in time. But as a guy with 93 construction, I pretty much have the level to get whatever I need at this point, so it's not super pressing. I just think it would be nice to have 99. And also, I'm on the precipice of having 99 prayer banked. Although I should say I'm missing a full level. I only have 98 banked. Only 98 prayer. Only 98 prayer banked. But this is from majority killing Hydra. Hydra actually shits out prayer XP and is amazing for prayer XP on an Ironman. But people have strong opinions about this, and so do I. But when you're killing Hydra, you get way more Hydra bones than you can possibly carry if you're good. If you're dying all the time, maybe not. But I can last for like an hour straight at Hydra, big chillin' when I'm in the zone. Pretty much never take damage unless I am screwing around or lose the count. You know, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hydra motherfuckers know. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Never fuck up the count. But anyways, if you fucked up the count, you might have to leave sooner. But I can stay for like 23 kills a trip, and that would be Hydra drops 2 bones per kill, so that would be right there 46 Hydra bones. But then you have to factor in that you're bringing a whole bunch of thralls. I'm bringing thralls as well, which take up inventory space, and if you have Thrall spellbook, you're not necessarily going to want to be spellbook. You can't really swap spellbooks to Alk like that, but I do have a ring that allows me to Alk like 30 things a day, so I bring that as a supplementary alking system, you could say. Man, what the hell is going on with all these people here? Is this a bot? Is this guy a bot? No. The stats are... No. He's not a bot. I just had to check. Anyways, I think I almost have enough ash. It's just, I don't want to come back here, ever. You know what I mean? I don't want to come back and mine volcanic ash ever, so I'd rather just mine enough to keep me going for a long time, to where I don't care if I waste some, or I don't care, you know, about using it every single herb run that I do, because I know I have enough volcanic ash banked. And I mined a whole bunch of volcanic ash for Lubdick on my account because I have 92 mining. And I got that from AFK. But we're talking about Prayer and Hydra. Okay, people who kill Hydra have very strong opinions about if you should bank every single Hydra bone or not. My opinion in the beginning was that you should, but that's when I couldn't get 23 kills a trip. Now that I am big chilling on Hydra, there's no need to bank every single Hydra bone because it slows down your progress significantly. Especially as a motherfucker who doesn't have the Corending Cabos Diary, which has a blessing that lets you teleport straight to the top of the mountain. So I have to use fairy rings. And it takes a minute to get back if you're going to the bank. You know what I mean? You gotta do the fairy ring, climb up the mountain with agility shortcut, run to the bank, and drop off your fairy ring shit, drop off your supplies, re-gear, go back down. You know, it's like a whole thing. So, in my opinion, the true enlightened opinion is you should not bury every single Hydra bone. There's no way that you can do a Hydra task and not have it take fucking months or weeks. Okay, if you're banking every single Hydra bone, it will just be miserable. And Hydra drops so many alchables and stuff that your inventory is going to be full, especially if you're not on normals. Spellbook as well. Like using thralls, for example, like I am, it's going to just fill up right away. But I use, and this is going to piss off people, but I don't care. I use a motherfucking bone crusher on those goddamn Hydra bones. Plug your ears if you're a Redditor. Oh no, he's bone crushing him! He's bone crushing Hydra bones! Yeah, bitch. That is my take, is you should be bone crushing them. And that's only, obviously, only if you have Mauritania diary done. I think it's whichever diary gives you full XP for the bone. I think it's elite. But the requirements for Mauritania Elite Diary aren't that bad because I have it. It's one of the only ones I have. So you could, work on that and you may find that you can actually get that easily enough. And once you have the full XP, I think it's just better to simply bury it instantly for full XP. And here's what I do. I keep the Bone Crusher on me. I have it so that I can toggle it on or off. If I have extra inventory space, I will take the full bones with me so that I can get max XP from the Wilderness Altar, etc. And that's where these 600 came from. But if my inventory is full, I simply crush them, gain the XP immediately, and get to keep my inventory space. And that's the end of that. Also, when you're killing Hydra, you may notice that you also are getting a significant stack of D-bones, dragon bones. So as you're doing Hydra and you get more and more dragon bones, those always drop noted. And so it's really like you have two types of bones stacking up at once. Unfortunately, those ones are just noted, so they only take up one inventory space. But because they're also dropping noted bones, I would say it's worth staying there for longer and longer so you can try and get a bigger stack of noted bones before you bank. But obviously, as a guy with 3,000 kills on Hydra, I'm going to have some opinions. You don't have to agree with me, but I'm right. If you disagree, you're wrong. Just kidding. Or am I? But I'm right. The only thing I'd say is maybe if you're not an Ironman, you're looking at it as like a profitable thing where you're like, oh, I want the money. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the XP. And like I said, if you only had half XP from a bone crusher, there's a good argument to be made there about how you're just leaving a lot of prayer XP on the table. Okay, that's fair. If you can't get it, then maybe it's fair. But let me tell you something. If you try and bank every single Hydra bone, your tasks are going to be taking you weeks or months, and you're going to be burning out, probably. That's what burnt me out. So when something is burning me out in the game, whether it's a skill or a certain thing, like, you have to play the game efficiently, man. We need you to bank every single Hydra bone, man. Think of your power level, man. Listen, bro. You could be 99 there if you just banked every single Hydra bone. I don't care. I just want you to know, in my heart of hearts, I don't care about what you have to say about what I think about Hydra, okay? So, shut the fuck up. And Don't talk to me, honestly. Keep it to yourself. Post on Reddit about it, okay? Tell someone who gives a fuck. I don't. And yeah, when I play the game, I don't want to do grinds that are boring the fuck out of me. I don't want to do grinds that are making me miserable. And here's another thing that's going to piss off people about me. I ain't doing Corrupted Gauntlet. I ain't going to do it. I haven't done Corrupted Gauntlet. I will never do Corrupted Gauntlet. And that's fine. I don't want to do something that's going to burn me the fuck out. So if you see, I do have a couple kills on CG. Like a couple. I don't know if this works. I don't know if that's going to work because I'm so low kill count. But you will simply have to take my word for it, I guess. Hold on. Hold on. Look. No. No, it's lower than that. Where's CG? Where's CG? There. 5 KC on CG and 1 on regular Gauntlet. That's because I did 1 Gauntlet, learned the mechanics, boom, forced myself to learn CG. But guess what? I hate CG so bad, and it's because of the 10-minute prep phase. I hate doing prep, and I hate doing dungeoneering, and it just strikes me as dungeoneering, and I hate prepping, and I hate dungeoneering, and I hate fucking CG, so I'm not going to do it. And that's okay. You know why? Because before Corrupted Gauntlet was in the game, when I started playing 20 years ago, when the game came out in 2013, and whatever year CG came out, I don't know, was it 2020 or something? Like, before that, people had to find another way. It was blowpipe, or it was other things. Yeah, blowpipe has kind of been nerfed, but there's always a way around the thing. And if you hate CG as much as I do, you don't want to play the game when you have to do CG, then just don't do it. So here's what would happen for me, okay? I'm sitting in the lobby of Corrupted Gauntlet, and I know I don't want to do it. So I'm like, just lashing out. Not like because I can't do it. I want you guys to understand I have 5 kill count, and I literally can do it. But just the idea of forcing myself to play RuneScape and not have fun all day, or possibly months, no. Just like it's happening at Hydra to some extent too, right? It's like that feeling of being stuck. It's like, I don't like that feeling of being stuck. And so no, I'm not going to do it. Here's another thing, right? I took lots of breaks from RuneScape, and, you know, one of the breaks I took was to play Elden Ring, and to play the Elden Ring DLC. And if you asked me, do I have more fun playing Elden Ring DLC, or insert any game name that you like here, instead of stupidly, mindlessly grinding Corrupted Gauntlet? I would say no. I had a much better time playing Elden Ring, or playing a different game, than doing the worst parts of RuneScape. And this is something that I think is hard for people to accept. Like, nobody wants to play the worst parts of RuneScape, but that minigame is set up where it makes you do like a stupid scaling prep phase, and those are like the worst parts of RuneScape. And so you have to consider, like, could I have more fun playing a different game? And the answer is yes. And if you ever have mobile games on your phone, damn, I even think mobile games are more fun than doing Corrupted Gauntlet. So it's like, fuck, I'll be sitting there at the lobby and I'm like playing Pokemon Go on my phone. Or I'm sitting there at the lobby and I'm like, ugh, I don't want to do this. I'd rather do anything else. And then I'll go play an indie game like Vampire Survivors or Megabonk and just have like a chill time. Like, there's other games out there that I'd rather be playing that are just chilling and not going to kick me in the dick for just trying to exist and play the game. So, I just think if you genuinely hate CG, just skip it. And it's okay. You will survive. People will say, oh, you gotta do it. It's the key to PVM on an Ironman, and you're gonna have a harder time. Well, it doesn't matter if you're gonna have a harder time. You're a fucking Ironman. Get a fucking rune crossbow go do TOAs with a crossbow. That's what I did. I did TOA with a rune crossbow, ruby bolts, diamond bolts, both, and it was fine. I have a fang from TOA, which I got on a level 150 raid, and I got to have a lot of fun doing raids with my friends, too, and my girlfriend, who I also pretty much carried through a raid, but she got a rune pouch. So it was really rewarding for me to learn TOA, and it's way more fun than doing CG. So I don't know how to explain this, but like, if the content in RuneScape is so boring that I would rather play a different game, I'm just not going to do it. Hopefully that makes sense to you all. You know. Maybe even if you don't agree with CG being the worst part of RuneScape, you could see how other people might feel that way about it. If you have empathy. If you lack empathy, then haha. But I'm tired of people feeling like they have to follow a guide on an Ironman too. That's kind of another thing that pisses me off. Like, if you're playing a Ironman, but you're following the guide of somebody else step by step by step by step, you are basically no different than a human bot. Like, think about this. You are a robot doing things that someone else told you to do. And they have already been done before, and they will be done after you by people better than you, or luckier than you. You know, I think, like, Ironman guides are not worth it. I think if you want to have an Ironman, the most freeing thing about an Ironman is that you don't have to do all the stupid grinds of a main, or you don't have to do... You should just do what you want to do and don't do what you want to do. And I think people, like, force themselves to do certain grinds. Like, in the old days, right? People would make a new Ironman, or a new hardcore Ironman, or a group Ironman. Even people who joined my group, they'd be like, oh yeah? Well, on 10 HP, it's time for me to grind 99 fire making at Winter Toad, because the guide says so. It's the most efficient way to do it. It's the most efficient time to do it. And you know what? They go to Winter Toad, and they're finding it's the equivalent of watching paint fucking dry in real time in 4K. And they are burning out. And they're like, oh, God, I just can't do it. This guide is just so boring. And they're like forcing themselves to do some of the most boring, repetitive content in the entire game. And they're not having fun. And then they quit. And it's like, yeah, that's CG in a nutshell. So, something to think about. If you're not having fun while you're playing the game, why are you playing the game? You know, would you rather be playing a different game? And that's a question that I've had to ask myself several times too, where I'm like, I have this Hydra task. Would I rather be doing something else? And the answer is often yes. I played Bloons Tower Defense like 6 or something for a whole bunch of time recently, and I've been playing Megabonk. I've been playing Death Must Die. Before, I was playing Vampire Survivors in 2025, unlocked every single character, unlocked every single level, played all the DLCs, everything. And it was way, 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 way more fun than doing stupid-ass CG or the worst parts of the game. But I just think, like, focus on the good bits of Ironman mode and try to spend as little time as possible doing the bad parts. So if you don't want to do birdhouse runs, that's okay. If you don't want to do CG, that's okay. If you don't want to do, Winter Todd at 10 HP or any other super efficient thing, you don't have to. If you don't want to do sailing, I don't even like sailing, okay? You don't have to do it. Look at me. I am training sailing now exclusively through Genie Lamps and Tears of Gothics. And that's okay. That's okay because I don't enjoy the content. I don't enjoy doing water agility courses over and 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 over. And I don't enjoy that the AFK-ness of certain things salvaging has been nerfed. And to be honest, it's not even like I was really salvaging anyways, but I did do a couple of salvaging levels, and I just found the XP rates to be pretty bad. So I'm just going to ignore the skill. You know, that's what you could do, and that's what I did to runecrafting back in the day. Like, think about if you were an Ironman before Guardians of the Rift, right? Lots of people would feel the need to train runecrafting through, like, the Abyss and stuff like that, and they're getting PK'd for their glories because they're skulled, and because the Abyss drains their player to 0, and they're an Ironman, they're like, bro, this glory is only 100k to a PKer, please stop killing me, I need this, you know? And the PKer doesn't care because the 100k is 100k to them. So they bring ancients and a special attack weapon, and you just go down because you have no food, no way to fight back. And if you do bring food, or you do bring a way to fight back, then it's cutting into your XP that you're actually getting from runecrafting, so no one does it. And it's like, you're just like the saying, fish in a barrel. That's the people who are runecrafting using the Abyss. You know, it's just free food for any PKer to come kill people. And I would say lots of people didn't enjoy that, so they just didn't do it. And I think lots of people should hear and accept that it's okay to skip things that you don't want to do in the game. And, you know, maybe your priorities will shift over time too. Like, farming used to be one of those skills that I would never want to touch on my account. I had no interest in farming whatsoever. But now, after seeing what's happened with my group Ironman mate, getting to 99 farming, and seeing that I would be able to use some of these leftover resources that we had, that I personally have put in time to get from Slayer mostly, and miscellaneous, of course, blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, it's gonna be chill, it's gonna be easy if I just do 1 treehouse run a day, or like 2. Like I said, this one's gonna be at 10:30, maybe I could do 2, but 1 or 2, you know, easy tree runs a day, and I'll be 80 farming soon enough, and then I can stop. But because I have a goal of 80 farming, it feels like I'm working towards something, and it doesn't feel like it's going to go on forever. Whereas when I'm killing Hydra, it feels like it's just going to go on forever and ever and ever and ever, because even though I put in like 1,000 more kills last year, I didn't get the drop that I wanted. So it just feels like a grind that's going to take forever. And I don't care about the pet. I know some people do, but, you know, I have other pets that I've just got too, and it doesn't mean that much to me. So I'm going to stop here and take a break for dinner. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.